Jesus says, "What got you into the trumpet?" Oh, my story is just really basic and simple. I got into trumpet because my mom and I we moved to a different city, a different town, and from kindergarten to fifth grade, there was no music program. There was like choir, and I would sing and do musicals and stuff like that, and I really loved that. I really love singing and being in the choir. So I was really talented in that aspect. But then once we moved to a different town, I seen on our apartment outside building that the closest elementary school was promoting band. They were promoting band, and they wanted, people to, come and try out some instruments. I was like, "Oh, that's dope. Like I love being in music. Like, okay, let me do that." I saw that, and they gave us like a sheet. And so they gave us a sheet that had like the information about where it was and how to try out instruments and what instrument you want to try out. I didn't know anything about instruments. I never heard a trumpet, never paid attention to a trumpet, nothing, right? So I get there, I walk in, it's a big gymnasium full of people, tons of pretty shiny instruments everywhere. First thing I see when I walk into this big gymnasium is this. Not this trumpet, but I saw a trumpet. And I was like, "Oh, that looks pretty easy. Only three buttons, right?" So I tried it out. The dude, I did, I he the dude or the at the time it was the repair technician, and he taught me how to make my face, make my band face, and he was like, "Okay, now blow." I did that. He was like, "Oh, you're a natural, man." I was like, "Cool, I'm a natural. I'll choose that." I went out. I walked back out. That was it. Like it was nothing. My story isn't really too flamboyant or too exciting, but I just saw the trumpet. I played it. The dude said I was a natural. I was like, "Cool, I'll do this." And that was it. I didn't really fall in love with the trumpet until I heard people play the trumpet. Like when I heard Miles Davis, when I heard Freddie Hubbard. And what hit me to that was a substitute teacher. I think his name was Mr. Red. Because in one of my classes, we're doing, math and stuff like that. He was subbing, and he saw that I had my trumpet case with me because I had to take it with me to school. We didn't have band lockers, so he saw I had my trumpet case, and he was like, "Hey, man, what you got there?" I was like, "Oh, I got a trumpet." He was like, "You listen to jazz?" I was like, No." And so he was like, "Oh, okay, all right." So the next day, he burned me a CD. It said "Jazz for Aaron." I swear, I thought I still had that CD because it was booming, it was banging, had some great stuff on there. And I heard that CD and I was hooked.